You guys are here. Greetings, greetings. I didn't know that I was going live and that we were doing this thing. Happy Friday Night Live to the tribe. Are you here? Well, if you're not, I am still going to get started. I thank you all for being a part of the tribe, and as you come in, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Now, I do this every single Friday. Hello, hello, all the love. Right back to you guys. I do this every Friday. In the attempt that we used to do the call-in shows, I didn't give up, right? I'm still here. And I thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. That's my mini poo. Thank you so much again. And like I was saying, I just do this every Friday, even not giving up with, not having callers call in. I'm still going to give you your zodiac signs because there's a few out there that love it. And I appreciate you guys. All right. I do have the green flowing in abundance. The unicorn is circling around here, giving us good energy in return. I got the green light special to give all good energy and the go light for the things you are afraid of the most. And we are just going to rock with it, and we're going to get started with each 12 zodiac sign, one card tarot, starting with Aries all the way down to Pisces. So here we go. I am on time too, not to mention, I hope everybody had a wonderful Friday. I hope everything that has been trying to change, work, flow for you has been a complete desirement, all right? And I don't know. It's a lot going on in the world. It's a lot going on in the energy. But the fact that you guys keep tuning in each and every week, we can just start taking it to the next level if you guys kind of let me know what you think. And what I mean by that, we can start pulling more cards on the world. We can do more things focusing on the aspects of change of what we can do rather than a worrisome. We worry and say, and we can do all these things and try to prepare for something that's inevitable anyway, but it's really about the mindset that's going to shift the vibration. It's all up to you in the community. So tell me what you want to do. Now I'm going to get to you. I don't know who that is. And I can't see it. Oh, is it too bad? That's all right.
I can see.
It looks really, really bad? That's okay. We're human. At least I know we got internet to do it. So it's okay. We're back with the energy. Why don't you listen real close and see if that's too loud so I don't get an issue. The infinity sign I just noticed and looked on this TV screen, and then the 6 of swords in reverse for the collective, and it may not be for you, but it's for somebody. So take what resonates and lie the rest down where it does not. I'm seeing that you may have changed your mind about leaving with you and your child, or you in this good energy, you in something that's sacred. And if you changed your mind about not really walking away or pursuing a different outcome because you feel the sabotage was self rather than this other person, that's a great first step that you're taking. But you know that if you're going back to this walk of shame, if you're going back to this environment where you actually took part in a good bit of blame, I see that they're not going to make it easy for you. There's a lot of empty feelings. This is something that can be changed upon the horizon, but it's going to take some sort of new frequency, maybe a better communication, and it's not going to be right off the bat. So do not force this kind of thing when it comes to trying to reconnect. But this is a great sign because something has a really enlightened in your mind that you know that you're going back for a purpose. All right, and it just looks clear, but it's not going to be easy, but it'll be worth it. All right, so we're going to get into all the hearts to you back. Each zodiac sign, starting with Aries, down to Pisces. And that's just that. Spirits. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I don't even have the Wild Mystic Tarot. I got Beetlejuice here for backup, but what am I doing? I'm tripping. This is like the confirm of all firms, right? And again, please, if you guys haven't checked out the playlist for each and every Friday and you're going back through the week, this is definitely something that can help you see the insight on what's happening or what end up coming to be. But healing is here regarding that Six of Swords in reverse. All right, that's what it was. Whatever sign. The card that we're just confirming this for the collective, the healing is here. So you've done the work. All right, it'll come full circle. Keep it going. Spirits. Huh? Okay, well, do something about it. I know, do something about it. Why did they, I can't see her. They're being rude. I said, I didn't say. Oh, don't let them live. As long as, you know, you be the judge of that. You can just, I don't even know how you do the timeout. I don't know that. You gotta tell me. Uh-oh. Hello. I've been doing it. I've been doing it by myself for a few weeks, so it'll be all right. All right, sorry about that. Spirits, we're having a talk about the chat. Isn't that funny? Never happens about that. What sign symbols, downloads, and messages do we have for Aries? Please come through, come forth, and show us clearly. All right, Aries, the first card you have is the Chariot. This Cancer energy is here because you are obviously overcoming this victory that has been kind of a thorn in your side for a few weeks here, probably a few months. And this victory that's coming this week, it really feels that this is a repetitive thing that you keep dealing with. And either you're allowing these people, because I don't know if you had this card last week or not. And this is something, if you have, it's like you may just keep going back and forth with this battle between these two people because of the status, because you feel you have to respond or you have to keep up at it. I'm telling you that you don't, because the victory is here continuously week after week for you to see a positive result. And if you're not engaging in something that possibly could show who's in charge, then you're never going to see that result. So maybe this just keeps popping up because you need to step up. You need to step forward and get this ignition really light under these two people's butts. All right. But it's here, this victory and this conflict, this going back and forth over some sort of, I feel like not only who is doing better, but who is kind of got more or something about being hidden. You're not telling more. You're not telling enough to these people. Oh, goodness. Somebody definitely needs to heal, and it's here again. Unbelievable. I just shuffled this card. I'm telling you, Aries, that this is maybe the trauma that you're not really wanting to face because you're doing something that's gross and grotesque with these two individuals, and you're not taking your sort of place. You're not taking this sort of role. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're not taking ownership as to show who's in control. That's why this won't come full circle. So now we know what we have to do. No more games, no more miscommunications, no more misunderstandings. It's time to kind of buckle down and show them a thing or two, or let them know who's in charge, who's on this belt. The Knight of Swords is letting you know you're not going to hurt yourself or them, Pooh. You're not going to hurt anybody. But the more that you hold this in, the more that you're not showing some sort of, it's beyond authoritative. It's like who's protecting them, who's the one got these wings, the ones in charge. As long as you don't keep doing that, you're never going to see this victory abroad. All right, moving on. Come on, Aries. Maybe you just don't want to deal with conflict, and that's okay, because it's exhausting and it's almost the end of the year, and I get it, all right? Taurus. But you got to speak up in some way. Oh, the Sun and the Seven of Cups. So we've got feelings, and then we've also got some sort of ego blocked. I feel like you've got this thing where you either these four different personalities, these four different versions of yourself, these four lower thoughts and vibrations of how you feel, and they come through and they kind of take over you at an unsparingly moment where you're not prepared here. This is blocking some sort of route to get a multiple choice of things that you've been wanting, needing, and some sort of desire to, for some reason. And I don't know why you're turning into this child as to where you can't handle these sort of emotions or these four things that get you in this funk, that gets you completely clouded, um, pessimistic in a way where you're blocking your own reward. And this week you're going to do it again if you don't gain control. And I don't want you to see that everything you're doing is causing some sort of stumble. It's not every single thing like that. It's these emotions, it's these thoughts, it's these voices that's got you off track. Whether it's telling you to do something that's ignorant, or you acting like a child and immature in every instance of not getting your way, this is blocking. This is blocking something that wants to come this week because you need it. And if you don't feel that you do, this is just a desire, a reward, or some sort of dream that you want to have fulfilled for you. It's like you're biting your own self with some sort of venom poison because you keep being misclouded with yourself instead of expressing these emotions, instead of holding them in. And you may be told all the time you're very handsome, you're very cute, you're very pretty, you're very different. That thing isn't so much to have this thing where you know you're cute. I can't explain it. It's like, well, like for example, it's like you tell somebody, oh, you look nice, or you look cute, and they said, I know. It's that type of mentality that's got to go. And if we could come to a full understanding, then you can get this reward to come in, because one of these emotions, one of these thoughts, one of these personalities has really got you. It's got a hold on you to gain. Okay. And we've got to gain control of this. Ego, everything. All right. Taurus, we're the bullheaded gang. And it's okay. But now we've got to stop it, at least for this week, to have some reward come in. Don't be this piece of poop, okay? Be kind, be generous to yourself and other people. But most of all, these emotions, these things appear. There's four, and you know what you do for some reason that you just are not wanting to face it here, all right? You got it. Gemini. You got a good bit, Taurus, but I always do. You got the moon, so Cancer is on the horizon. You got two dogs howling at the moon. I'm always going to tell you this. A hit dog don't holler, but they usually do. They're going to, whether it's a rumor, a story, or something that's just about you. But the illusion is now going to be unveiled because, I just think it's been a long time since you've talked to this energy, or you've just even mentioned them, but now they're blowing back in. And the way that they're blowing back in, Gemini, is not really for revenge, but they really want to have some sort of sympathy rebuilt on a new page, on a new path. They may be drowning in something that's hard to deal with from the recent past. They actually may just turn over some sort of new leaf because they want a different outlook. They want you to see them in a different perspective. You got the Wheel of Fortune. This is right on time when I'm talking about they want, I can hear echo. Turn down just a little bit. Thank you, baby. It's just a little bit of a thing that's supposed to happen. And I feel like now fate has got this person really not wanting to be a sort of disaster. 10 is the end of completion. They want to get back on track, and you are a person that clearly has something to do with that. You may not want to. You may not feel that you need to. But they're coming back to you, in a sense, to have you look at them a little different. This week, Gemini friend. Cancer is here, but it's a disguise, and there's Gemini. Gemini is here, and so is the disguise of this person. I am so sorry, but that's why we always reconfirm so we're sure here. Every single time, it's always a trick, so don't fall for it, okay? You can talk, you can entertain, you can honestly understand this is the walk of the steps in the order of the way this is supposed to happen, but it is a trick. Gemini, you're right there spinning them. They haven't really, and Rosie's come out, they haven't really changed a bit. And this is a Cancer coming in, all right? Moving on. Good luck to you. But it is a disguise. And what they say, Brandy, angel in disguise she was.
Somebody asked.
But somehow you fell for her. What?
Somebody asked.
Until she broke your heart that day and left you with. What? Go ahead.
Somebody asked, can you ask the universe if I should put myself out there relationship wise?
Sure. What's their name? F-I-F-A?
F-I, Anna.
I'm just gonna ask the question and we'll do it like that. Let's see. Is that thunder or is that a motorcycle? Alright, so let's find out. We're just gonna click one. This is just a oracle. Can you read the question, P?
It says, can you ask the universe if I should put myself out there relationship wise?
The universe for Fania? Fiona, we'll just say that. Letter F, screen name, wants to know should he or she put themselves out there for love again?
Should I put myself out there relationship wise?
Should this person put themselves out there relationship wise?
I think she needs
in the spirit of whatever gender they're in. Help them see the way, my friend. All right, here we go. So I drew two just in the spirit of help. So because we've got the subconscious here and belong, don't think that you don't need to be where you are as trying to get back in that pond. You might find one that's just shocking enough to see that you're worthy to be the one. But there seems to be something on the subconscious that's got you afraid to do this, and it's two different dark spots. So either it's the self-confidence, something has happened to you before, this is a recent thing, you've broken up, or you're trying to push it very soon and you shouldn't. Either way it goes, there's something in the subconscious that is telling you not, so you need to wait a little longer. And this is not a voice that I feel is that's harmful coming to you. I feel like it's a warning, it's a weary type of thing to get you to see there's something that needs to be worked on harder in you, stronger in you. And I don't feel like it's more confidence, but you're right where you belong as wanting to give back, but you've got to work on something here that you kind of float through life and don't want to address when it comes to relationships, okay? So give it 2 more months. What they say, cuffing season is in the winter. Let's wait a little longer, but you're right where you belong as wanting the thought to do that. So obviously we got to go in and change something in the subconscious. So this time, you know that it's going to be, something good, something worth it. All right. A little longer. Just hold on. Keep doing what you're doing, but you got to change that inner self. Here we go. Because obviously that's what keeps the problem up. We never want to take that account. Okay, but you've got this, all right? We were on Cancer. Thank you for your question, and good night. I'm just kidding. We got the devil in reverse here. It's some funky stuff going on in the world and in general. But now we see that the devil is here only to try to gain more secrets, to gain more addictions, to gain more connections, baby. I feel like this Capricorn energy is going to come back in with this Cancer that just feels betrayed, wrongful issues, just conflict here, people, all right? There's big conflict here. And to be honest, it's nothing that any purification, any sage, any ritual, any spell, there's nothing here that can be done because this seems like a earthly, personal revenge of some sort. And because they have been thinking about this for a while and they're addicted into finding something out, or they're addicted to getting this connection back just to stab you, and it's like gotcha. And that's how I'm seeing it actually come in. Sometimes they come and they're just as silly as me, my friends. But this is the total spirit that I need you to see. You can't get caught up in what somebody feels you put out on them that's inappropriate, or you said something here that's just, it's nonsense. But honestly, they're not going to let it go. And Cancer, either you're doing this or the one's going to be done to you for some reason. But there's freedom. What baby kids say? Freedom, freedom. I'm just joking. To be honest, the freedom is really just for you to see the yin and the yang. Either this person is going to realize that you are not some sort of vengeful energy, and if you are, then you're going to have to address this in a state of complete, I feel like, honesty. Stripping bare naked down from the beginning of a slate and be honest, or this thing is going to continue to run away. It's going to run away from you because it's free. It's open lane. There's so many thoughts. There's so many mystical, mysterious things made up, like these what are they called? War laws? War halls here. So they're not made up, but you know what I'm saying. They just look different with the horns, right? So what the hell she run for? You threw something? I need you guys to just listen, Gemini. Either this is you or this is the one that's going to be done. But either way, you got to gain control and really not let your mind run amok here, because it's going to take that road. Good luck to you, Cancer. Leo, the Ace of Swords. It's like this thing. Leo, you want clarity, but you're asking the wrong people. This week, this person that you thought was going to blow in and give you some honesty, it's really going to reverse here. They want you to do something. And I feel like now that, your season's over, your party's up, right? You can really, really cry if you want, and you may just have to, because the clarity that you're expecting to get from them, you're not. And it just seems like you're still trying to not see your value or your worth when it comes to this particular person that's stronger, more of appeal, more money, more everything here, all right? Wanting to fit and try to make a piece work when it isn't is going to just always have this feeling of insecurity or wanting some clarity of imagination. Because it all just feels like it's not a forceful thing, but this never really was energy. This never really was a relationship. This never really was a connection that you could ask clarity from in any direction. This week, you're going to be wanting that from them again. And I just feel like you're weakening your time and energy you could be putting to somebody else, and also yourself. So if you ever don't get it, the longer you take spending on them, you're going to eventually wither away here and forget about yourself completely. And then if you're at an age where you are not in the market anymore of dating or connecting, it's up to you, Leo. You got to find a balance. Libra energy is here. Let's clear it up. The balance really has to start with you seeing that. I got the dolphins, the yin and the yang thing again. It's like we all have masculine and feminine sides, but the more you pressure this person, like this female or like this whole thing you want to result in, you're never going to get it, because they are wanting you to kind of back off from them because they're not committed. So you've got to really find balance. How are you going to coexist? How are you going to coexist? Sorry. With this person if you have to deal with them, okay? Virgo. I'm going to light another incense. Let's do this. Because that went really, really quick. I do have the fan on because it gets a little toasty in here. At the end, if you would like to ask a question like one of the viewers that came in, please feel free to do so, my friend. I will try to get to another, maybe 2 or 3 people before we end. All right, here we go. We said Virgo. I got the green money flow, green everywhere on the screen. The lights, the setting, the clothing, it all shall be received. We got the Hierophant, Taurus energy, little Cancer on the rising. I feel like there's a hidden motive only coming this week because you're not, either you're giving it into these two people some sort of information, some sort of lock and key. It's something that's supposed to be solid, and you gave it up here. You mentioned it. And now that there's a hidden motive that's coming on another aspect as to where this isn't conversation, this isn't like working it out. It's like they want get back. So maybe 3 weeks from now or 3 weeks from ago, they heard you or got wind that you talked about something that was very personal with an inability and a struggle. And it was like confidential. It was like up put. You promised to not say anything or mention it, and it's like word of mouth that you did. You were the one, or however this goes. You're some sort of mark. And Virgo, now you're going to have to either deal with more hostility or more confusion, because you're trusting these people now. You may live with them. They're not going to stop until they uncover the truth, whether you were the one that mentioned it or gave up something that was confidential. And this is some sort of fight, struggle, and battle. But you better believe it's not going to be created out of nowhere, because there's history of something here that I feel has gotten you in this web, and certain things that have been spoken about over the years. This is like a thing that has now built up. This isn't something that's just, oh hey, let's just pull it from the sky. No, it's been worked on. I got do it. On Monday. All right, so I don't know what that means. That may mean the hidden motive is going to come out then. You'll be asked to respond, or these two people are going to kind of just put the complete blame on you for some reason. I don't know if you did it or not. But they're going to act like everything's cool, and it's not. All right, so don't trust them. Here we go. Libra. We got the Death card. And this is transformation. What's funny is that I don't feel there is too much of a change that really has been desired from you. You want a certain person to do this. And I feel like it's this woman who's on her knees with the little girl, and then there's an older person in the corner. I can't tell if it's a man or a woman, but it's somebody that is important here, I see. And the fact that you are asking these two people to change, and they have been begging you or on their knees for years to surrender in some way, and it's just gotten nowhere with this Capricorn energy. I don't think this is going to get any better this week, to be honest with you. And not to say that, like, I'm laughing to be snarky or insensitive, but this just feels like a complete race that has been sailing for centuries. And I'm talking about from the sun setting to the sun rising. There has been a difficult void, a difficult balance that has been between you three people. I don't even think it's this older individual over here. Because it's like this person's just begging for something, but you refuse to see some error. You refuse to work something out here. And this is slowly not going to, be honest with you, make anything better for the next couple of weeks, because you're not wanting to give in, change, transform, or surrender. You're asking these two people to do it here, but it's like the flag has really been waved for you, and it's so dirty from waving for so long. It's black here. All right. This week it's not going to change. Now it's going to open up in a place where you're going to have to find joy in some way. You're going to have to start over. You're going to have to want to see an expansion with these two people, because you're going to need them here in the future, where there's not much I don't want to say contact, but lineage. It's very, very thin, all right? So you're going to have to find some joy to try to get a start over with these two people and stop reversing some sort of role, because it's like one of them may get hurt. Somebody may get hurt and they're not going to use you to be there for them. Then that's really where something's going to kick in. Sagittarius. You've got the Nine of Cups. This is definitely the most, I feel like the most satisfying, and not happiest, but the most satisfying card in the deck. Why? Because there is complete satisfaction this week, not only with your, I feel like, roles, orientated skills, goals, and ambition. You've gotten something that you finally can see. Whether you've been fighting to get this veil lifted, money to come in, something to be in agreement, it's fully solid here. Now you've got to kick it up a notch and give. Because the more you give, the more you can live. Okay, there we go. But that woke it up. The more you give, right? You got to pay attention to signs. It's okay. It just, the welcome pretties, but it's fine. The more you give, the more you're going to be able to see this reward here. Now, I don't know what you do in particular, but you have to notice that you've got to be, that's okay. You got to be some sort of team player with self first. This is the only person that's on this board. All right. So Sagittarius, good luck to you. Get going, I feel like, because this week you're going to have a complete reward that you weren't expecting, but it's like, it's glory. You've rested long enough here. Rest assured. Rest assured, and then turn it back on. Let's let you receive all that. Smoke it up. Rest assured, Sagittarius, it is yours. All right. And then you'll be able to get all of this. You may be wanting to work late or work hard and tap into this earth energy. That's what's going to get you to this accomplishment as far as you giving. All right. For you to have it come back. But this is here this week. So do not hold. Don't hold your hands on your, don't sit on your hands. That's what I'm hearing. All right. Scorpio, we're getting smoke. It's just kicking up. Scorpio. All right, you got the Three of Swords in reverse. This separation doesn't really come when you find out somebody's cheating on you, because you still think, there's still something there that's stuck. Doesn't go away immediately. And because you may have been wondering for a very long time, why this person keeps breaking your heart, or why this energy keeps subsiding, this is the reason why. There really is no, how can I put this? There really isn't any vibration to want to see happiness with you. It's always something that's clouded. Whether they only call for you to stand up for them, be a power in some sort of silence. It's a use that always seems to be a comfort, and it's just not for you, but you've continued to accept it. This week you're going to get feelings hurt just a little bit, because this separation is going to come again, where you're going to cut this person off for being dishonest. Okay? And the distrust really comes in from, it's a three-party situation. You're always going to ask them to tell you the truth, and they're never really going to give it to you, because there's no ring poo, there's no commitment. All right. And, as much as they say they want to commit, they're full of shit. I don't see it here that it's legit. All right. We got Pisces energy here, but determination. I really feel like it's that you're determined to be with this person. This is not the determination for this situation to happen. In the Pisces spirit, your ego won't let you not give in to not want to be with them. So I get it. But however, these two are chasing each other. They're doing it this weekend. They're going to get away. They may be somewhere where there's water. They're relaxing. But you are going to be left out again. You don't deserve this. Moving on. And I'm here to let you know, my friend. Capricorn. 2 more and I'm out the door. Now, why we got the saddest card in the deck? What is that about? I don't get it. Boy, girl, that's not cool. We've been having pretty good readings, and now we're here with you. I don't know what this power of 3 is. I don't know what's done that's got you in this bad energy, or it's coming. But now, because we have sadness here in some way over this dark shadow work that you may have opened up, experienced, or looked into for some reason. You got 2 people behind you, but I don't think it's the 2 people that you want or need. When you've got problems with people wanting to distract your energy, wanting to trap you, making you feel weak. I don't know what you've done to them, and I don't know this total situation, but it just feels that, you know, you're not going to come to a resolution, at least not right away, with this type of spilled milk here. But then again, there's feelings and actions and some sort of inability that can always be worked out if we're sensible about it. You just got to be still, my friend. Be still. Don't move. Say freeze. If you do not move in this situation, then you won't have anything to lose. That's what I'm feeling. You're going to see the mirror in reflection of self on this energy that this person like put you on, like you had no choice but to do this in order to make something work, in order to get some sort of balance. And it's I really don't see that it'll be any harm, but this is a long haul. It's a long haul ahead of you. So you may be needing to be still for the next couple of months. Jesus. 3 years is a long time. I don't know if it's just this 3. All right. 3, 3, 3. The 3 here, the 3 cups spilled, and the 3 years. I don't think they've had the endurance to last that long, but hey, you're strong. Good luck to you in this 3, these vibrations. Aquarius and then Pisces, and I'm done. You got the Page of Swords. I want better. Gosh. Well, you put down some sort of attack and you're trying to open up some sort of life that's a little softer than it's been. And I'm really feeling like you have a lot of open space, whether it's in the mental or in the physical place, to accept a different type of attention. You're safe to let them kind of fly off the handle and take care of you for some reason, but it's not going to be where you need to jump in and think, alrighty, this is a forever thing, because it's not. This is just a page. It's turning because they've been thinking about, you've been thinking about them a lot. So they want to take this sort of, it's not a new step, but it's like a new route. It's a long route. And it's for you to go with this person, not to feel scared or not to have doubt. But what's going to last is you getting comfortable in this energy to accept. And I think that's the message. Do you see me smile at you? To get in some role of acceptance. Sorry. So I really feel like this new energy that's coming in, you're not sure that it's going to be safe, but it is. But I don't think you need to get fully committed to wanting to have something that's long lasting, because this is just another page that's turning. It's another page that's turning here. Oh, wrong deck. All right, so I'd say just let it be, accept what you can, and there is some accepting. I don't know where that's coming from, honestly. You've got care and victory. Okay, so it's something that you're going to have to care for with yourself. Each phase of the moon changes just like ourselves. This is something inward that's going to get you the victory with this person. And you're not going to expect it because it's just something you're not into. But you're free. You're free to do this. There is a reward. Cancer energy is also here. But just like the phase of the moon, don't expect it to last long. All right? That's all. That's all. Nothing's wrong. Have fun. Final one is, wait, Pisces. Here we go. Pisces, you got the Star and the King of Cups. That's a little better. You've got a lot of faith, a lot of hope in a man that may not, or it's in a masculine energy that's not devoted to you anymore. And I don't know how long this has been going on, but you know, they've poured into you for so long, and you've poured, like, not even into them, but to just everyone else, everyone besides them. And in reality, you know, this is something that they didn't sign up for as far as a connection to have something happen that's magnificent, whether it be money, growth, attention. But all this hope that you have left in this masculine really just feels like it's not worth it anymore. Either you're not willing to see that you focus too much on this personal thing rather than the hope and real connecting, then that's something that's going to be a personal journey you're going to have to take, and they need like pure promising, and it's beyond this, beyond a ring. You know what I mean? The promise ring. It's beyond that. This is going to take a lot of work from you, but as far as them being devoted right now, they're not, and probably committed too. Not to be honest. There may be one that they're secretly having a conversation with as far as a fish out of water, like a Wanda fish out of water. They're not very attractive, but they give them something. They give them what they want, and they need time, attention, but mostly it's some sort of it's a personal effect, so it may just be conversation. A lot of men don't feel heard, and this guy is very smart, and I feel like you have ruined the hope. But what did you do? The Star in reverse again, and I'm not kidding. Now, you lost faith in them a long time ago, Pisces. I'm not making this up. I need you to stop for a second and focus on why you took those steps and how we can clean it up. Whether it's getting new drywall, getting the paint, getting the plaster, and getting things straight, that's an internal thing, not a physical space. And now we've got to be big girls, big boy about this thing. Please don't pay attention to the gender, just the role. I'm out of here, please. Thank you. Thank you so much. I had a great night. Shoot, fly. I mean, spirits, right? I'm just joking. But honestly, I just wanted to lighten up the moment. Pisces, this is a big deal when it comes to what you've been doing, what you want. How the distance has been created over self-indulge, always wanting to prove something or some sort of point. Good luck to you, Pisces, and that's it. I think it's all going to work out. That's it. I'm done. All right, here we go. Let's give you a boost of energy. I thank you. What happened? Let's give you a boost of energy. Real change starts from inside of you. And you will not stand in the shadow of another poo. Don't stand in the shadow of people's and thinking you have to dim your light just to make them feel good. And definitely understand that if you want to change, stop looking at everybody else. Start with self. I thank you guys for being a part of the tribe. I'll see y'all next Friday. Ciao, guys. Tell me what's going on.